Hey everybody, welcome back to Team Mattymon. It's been a while, but it's June, it's a new month, and I am back to creating some content. If you guys haven't already read the title of this video, I'm just going to be sharing with you guys ways that I kind of reduce the waste and stuff in my life. And this is not a tutorial on how to effectively eliminate all the waste in your life, but these are just ways that I have found have complemented my lifestyle and helps me to use less and create less garbage and create less waste and stuff. So I'm going to share with you guys kind of like the things that I do in my life on a regular basis, like kind of maybe in like 3 categories. We'll see. I'm doing this kind of like stream of consciousness right now. So without further ado, these are ways I eliminate waste in my life. So first things first, I seek out businesses that have a good practice when it comes to lowering the amount of waste that they create or lowering the amount of plastics especially. I shop at Thrifties and I sometimes shop at Whole Foods because they have pretty good produce. These 2 places have paper bags when you buy groceries, which is really great, and I love that. I love the fact that they are eliminating plastic bags. In Victoria, they are eliminating plastic bags pretty soon, I think next month, but they have taken the initiative, and I really appreciate that. To go even further, at the market on Yates, where I live close by, whenever you buy meat products from them, they will wrap it in wax paper. And what's great about this wax paper is that you can wash it off and then you can recycle it, versus a lot of the other grocery stores where you have like, polystyrene and like saran wrap, and that's pretty bad. So I try to purchase things from different places, and I try to kind of lower the amount of stuff that I kind of produce when it comes to waste. Another thing for me is coffee. I really love Americanos, and so I try to look for places that have things like compostable plastic cups or compostable straws. As an aside, I actually do not use straws and I do not use the plastic lids on top of the drinks. It's summer right now, so I'm doing a lot of ice drinks, but if I go to a place and they don't have compostable cups, what I do is I just get the cup and I eliminate the lid and the plastic straw. So I'm still creating like garbage and recycling, but I'm not actively grabbing 3 pieces of plastic. I'm just grabbing 1. And if I'm just going for a walk and I'm going to be coming back home, I hold onto that plastic cup and I bring it back and put it in my recycling, or I walk around and I try to find a recycling bin in the downtown core area. So I think actively looking for those things and looking for businesses that do that and rewarding them by being a consumer of their products is really good, because the more money you give to these initiatives, the more people will become aware that this is important, and hopefully by having more people support these and asking kind of bigger businesses and corporations to be like, hey, you should do this, you should do this, they'll kind of jump on board. And what I really love about a lot of the local businesses around Victoria is that they are taking these initiatives to be more environmentally friendly and reduce their carbon footprint. And I love spending money at those places because I think that as a Victorian, I should reward those businesses for taking the extra step and going the extra mile. Number 2, purchasing items that help you to reduce waste in your life. So right off the bat, give me a quick second. These are amazing. Reusable bags, grocery bags. They're amazing. They're pretty cheap. They're about like $1. If you're really like bougie, you could get one for like $2.50 or something. But I think these work really well. Every single time we go grocery shopping, that's 2 less plastic bags, 2 less paper bags. And I am also a staunch believer that you shouldn't always be relying on recyclable products, because even though they're better than plastic, you're still creating like paper bags, you're still cutting down trees, you're still asking for more glass jars and whatever, even though they are recyclable. So better yet, not to even ask for them, just use this and just take the bag, paper or plastic, completely out of the situation. Something else that you guys could do is tumblers. So when you're going out, instead of getting a drink and just putting it into one of the paper cups or even the plastic cups, get a tumbler that can do both. This one is amazing. I actually designed this. There's a logo here. I designed this for my dad's church when they were celebrating their 40th anniversary, and this is amazing. This thing keeps hot for 8 hours and cold up to 4. This is amazing, so I try to remember to bring this wherever I go, and this reduces a lot of garbage in the garbage cans and even recycling. If not, you guys can make coffee at home. It was a gift that I got from my friend Christy. This is a French press, and I try to make coffee at home. In the summer months, I don't make as much coffee because it's a hot drink, but in the winter months, I have saved so much money and reduced so much waste just by using this and making coffee at home. So think of it as like saving money. You buy all the like kind of appliances that you'll need to make coffee and stuff, and you buy the coffee beans, and over time you save money, a lot of money, and you also reduce your waste and stuff. So it's like, it really helps you. It saves you money and also helps you to reduce your carbon footprint. So this is the shampoo that I use. It is from Salt Spring Soapworks. It is a rosemary mint shampoo, and it is great. So this is from Salt Spring, obviously, and so it's like, I consider a local product, and it smells amazing, and I love this a lot. I love the fact that I'm helping local, and what's great about this is that they have a refill program. So if you bring this back to their store, they will refill this for you for 10% off the actual price. I really recommend this shampoo. It's amazing. It's very, very, very soothing on the scalp, and I don't feel I don't feel weird after I shampoo. I don't use any other shampoos anymore but this. They also have a lot of wide range of products as well. They have this salt block for deodorant. I haven't tried it yet, but I would love to try it, and it would be a great way because it lasts quite a long time. I think it lasts years, so that might even be a good option for me who is still using like Dove deodorant to maybe switch to that and then just eliminate that plastic as well on my life. A funny thing that I do is with toilet paper. So I am not a folder, I am a scruncher. So I tend to use a lot of toilet paper. And one way that I found to help me save a little bit of money and to save toilet paper from going down the drain is whenever I'm pulling toilet paper, I'll like grab a bunch and whatever, I'll have this much. And what I'll do is I'll just take the roll and I'll just roll it back a little bit. So it's not saving you a lot of toilet paper, but it's saving 1 or 2 sheets. And 1 or 2 sheets goes a really long way, and I found that it's really helped me to kind of reduce the amount of toilet paper that I use and kind of reduce the amount of stuff that I throw down the toilet. So that was kind of purchasing things and finding ways to kind of maybe even save money. The third thing would be just to create products yourself and to make food and make things yourself. So we've already talked about the coffee and how making coffee at home saves you a lot of money and also saves you a lot of garbage that you would create. As an aside, I still do go out for coffee. I still do go out for iced Americanos and stuff. So I still create a lot of garbage, but I'm reducing it by trying my best to stay home more often than going out. So instead of just always going out for coffee, I now make coffee at home, and that reduces the amount of stuff that I make. Another thing that I make, and this is empty here, is that I make pasta sauce. So I bought these jars a while back and I've kept them. They're great, they're mason jars, and I make my own pasta sauce. And this kind of reduces the amount of glass and stuff. Now, I still need to figure out a way to kind of reduce the amount of tins that I use because of the tomatoes. But I'm thinking perhaps instead of, right now currently I use 4 cans of crushed tomatoes. I'm thinking of buying a gigantic kind of industrial sized can, so that way I reduce the amount of tin that I use. But essentially, instead of buying this 6 at a time, one batch of pasta sauce makes me 6. So I save a lot of money because this sauce is actually quite expensive. I've got the sauce down to about $14 for 6 things, and it's pretty bougie. You got basil and marinara and olive oil, sauteed onions and mushrooms in it. But what's really great about that is it's way cheaper than buying sauce. It's way better for you than buying sauce because you can control the amount of stuff that you put in, and you're still reducing waste. You're still reducing things. Like I said before, glass is something that's recyclable, but if you can stop companies from making more of this, then we don't have to create more. It's recyclable, but you can still reduce the amount of stuff that you're, wasting and recycling. The last thing I make in the house is granola bars. We used to buy Nature Valley granola bars, and they would come in a box of 5, and they were really tasty, but that was 5 wrappers and a paper box every single time we got them. This recipe here is a peanut butter and chocolate chip, but I also add in kind of trail mix and roasted nuts in here. So it's kind of a hodgepodge of different stuff. I can get 14 to 16 bars out of every single time I make this. And essentially all I have to do is buy oats, chocolate chips, and there's honey, and there's an egg in there. So essentially all the stuff that I can get for this, I can get at like Bulk Barn. And what's great about Bulk Barn is that they have a program where you can bring mason jars in and you can just fill the mason jars and then they'll just weigh that. So you're saving plastic. So I find that that's a really good way to reduce waste. And this, like I said, has been the best way to reduce the waste that we have here is by creating granola bars and making it ourselves. And it's great because we know exactly what goes in it. We use high quality peanut butter atoms, and we use high quality nuts, and we use high quality oats. And like I said, it's great because we know exactly what's in here, we save a lot of money, and we also reduce a lot of our waste. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to share with you guys kind of the things that I've been doing around here to reduce the amount of garbage I throw out and reduce the amount of recycling that I would otherwise recycle. I think that things don't have to be super hard. You don't have to be on one side or the other. Like, you know, you recycle everything and you are like, you know, a super, like, you know, environmentalist, or you just create a lot of garbage. You can be in the middle and you can take small steps. So like, I didn't do all of these things all at once. I decided, hey, you know what? Like, my friend told me about the shampoo. I'm gonna look into that. I started looking into pasta sauces because we wanted to save money on that. I looked into that. Like, I started making coffee at home, and you know, for Christmas I asked for certain things as gifts and I got those, right? It's one step at a time, but it's reducing things, and in the end, it's all about, you know, how you as a consumer consume goods. The more people decide to support local businesses that are more environmentally friendly, the more other bigger corporations and businesses will look at that and be like, oh, we should do that too. The more people decide to cook at home and reduce waste, the more these businesses will hopefully look at that and be like, oh, we need to be a little bit more conscious of how we package and how we do those things. I think it is always a small step forward, and if you guys think about it that way, it won't be as daunting. I hope that this video gave you some ideas as to how you can find products in Victoria and even in your own city, and how to take your waste and just lower it a little bit. You know, every single time just lower it a little bit until you get to a point where you're comfortable and you're doing your part to help the environment and reduce waste and putting your money where it really counts, which is supporting local businesses and supporting initiatives that would help our environment and help our city stay clean. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.